So what I wanted to talk about today is let go of all your future plans. Let go of all your past stories and just trust the moment as it unfolds. Your future and your past is always going to lead to problems. Honestly, you can endlessly worry about the future and you can endlessly get sucked into stories of the past. But it's not real. It's all in thought. The future doesn't exist, right? You can plan. Like, I knew a month ago that I was going to go on a trip with my family, but I didn't. Like, planning happens naturally, if that makes sense. What needs to be taken care of, you take care of it in the moment. So you can plan, right? But don't plan without attachment, because things will change, right? People will change. Everything's going to change. Don't get attached to an illusory future. This is what I hear from people all the time. That's what they get stuck in. And it's fine. You have to... There's a lot of attachment that gets built up over time. There's a lot of conditioning around creating a mental future. But freedom is realizing that none of your problems that you're carrying into this moment exist right here, right now. None of your problems that are coming in the future exist right here, right now. The more that you can drop that, and this is why things like meditation and inquiry are so powerful, because otherwise you live in the thought world, right? And one thought just pushes you into the next thought, which pushes you into the next thought, so you don't even realize what it's like to not live in thought. But you start to do some meditation, you start to do some inquiry. For me, it's always powerful to sit, to feel, to let go. And then when I'm walking on the beach like this, I can just be like, what if there's nothing else in existence except this? Because everything else in existence is a thought, right? Even the imagination of talking to a YouTube audience, sure, that will happen in the future. But right now, right here, there's just this. And it's always like that. And all you ever need to do is dive into this experience at a deeper and deeper level. I remember Eckhart Tolle once said something at a live event I saw him at, which struck me so beautifully, was it doesn't matter if you haven't been present for the last day, the last 5 hours. All you need to do is be as present as you can in this one moment right now. And just remember that whenever you get lost in thought, whenever you get lost in worrying about the future, whenever you get lost in fighting with your imagined past, what if you just became as present as you possibly could right now? Or whenever you're resisting something, right? Whenever you're struggling with a person or a situation, just be like, how present can I be in this moment? And trust that it's triggering what it needs to trigger, right? Right, we can find ourselves in complicated spaces with complicated people, but it's all fucking intelligent. This is how you get to the deep resistances. This is how you trigger stuff that doesn't get triggered in other places. That doesn't mean you need to spend all your time there. Like, I can feel like I'm sitting at home and whatever, and then I come down to the beach and it just absorbs me. So find your spaces. But yeah, there's never a problem. There's only a problem in thoughts. So get clear on that. Keep getting clear on that. And then integrate, right? You integrate, you engage with people. The realizations are not worthless, but the real fruits of your realization is now how do you deal with the dynamism of a human life? We'll bring up all these supposedly complicated problems, but each one is perfectly designed by yourself, by reality, to open you up, right? That's such a helpful thing to remember, is that you wanted this, right? People don't like to hear this, but I was talking a lot about gratitude recently, and another angle on that is that you wanted your parents, you wanted every single person that's in your life right now to help to open you up, propel you on your deepening soul's journey, spiritual awakening path, call it what you will. So don't trick yourself into believing the story of resistance, right? Resistance is like it's like a magic trick that we choose to forget that everything is meant to happen as it is in order to learn what that feels like, and I don't know the rest of it. But don't buy into resistance. Don't buy into the thoughts of control and fear. Fear, resistance, and control. Those are the three devils. Just notice them, buy into them, and see how it makes you feel. Because that's the thing, right? You're only willing to let go when you see resistance. You get caught up into it, everything feels like shit again. You realize you're getting caught up in resistance, then you release it, and you realize that there's no problem. So let go of the past, let go of the future. Doesn't mean you need to resist planning, or if planning naturally happens, that's fine. Doesn't mean you need to kind of live in this like spiritual identity of resisting just don't resist anything, right? So let go of past, future, let go of resistance, let go of control, and let go of, I swear there was one more, fear. Allow fear, but don't live in fear. And then just embrace whatever the texture of now is. What is the texture of now? What is the texture of now? When you're dealing with somebody and it's triggering you, what is the texture of now that's triggering you? What is the texture of this? What are these symptoms that you're afraid of? What is the texture of that experience? Always, the fruit is in the texture of your experience. The subtler and deeper you go into the texture of your experience, the more unwinds, the more opens up. All right, I'm out of here. Cheers.